into the universe, but I've got to make it to first. It feels like every second's being stolen. I risk it for every ticket we sold them. You got the ball, I'ma take it home. Bottom line, I'm gonna make it home.
Now from Cobb County, Georgia, we're live inside SunTrust Park. Time for Game 2 of the regular season between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Atlanta Braves. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Julio Teheran is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Braves. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty, Julio Teheran, 4-pitch mix guy. Good fastball, 89 to 94 miles an hour. Changeup, probably his best off-speed pitch. Has the curveball, has the slider. One of the keys you'll notice he's going to be on early, inducing a lot of ground balls. He's a ground ball type pitcher. If he's getting ground balls, expect a strong outing.
Stepping into the box, Odubel Herrera. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Towards second. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Cesar Hernandez.
In now, Cesar Hernandez. Chopped weakly to the right. Hit hard towards center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Now that ball's hit well, deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. Adams is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out. And a daring move there pays off as he'll make it into third on the fly ball to left. Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup today going against a power arm on the other side. You could see a little bit of ambush tactics employed by this offense in this lineup. Swinging the bat early, not wanting to go too deep in the count where he can rack up a ton of strikeouts. Be on the lookout for some early swings out of this lineup.
The 1-2 gets him looking, strike 3.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Michael Franco. Career numbers against Julio Teheran. He brings a more than respectable .357 batting average. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, are coming off a good victory here in front of the home faithful on opening day.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's a long season, but they were able to win the opener, and nothing would be sweeter if you could get in your car today and drive home 2-0. This is a big game. This is a nice little momentum either way. Another win here, and they're going to be feeling great about where they're at.
The 3-1. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
He's definitely stumbled out of the starting blocks here in the first, giving up a couple of base knocks on that walk. First innings are often some of the toughest for a starting pitcher.
At the plate, Nick Williams. And a golden opportunity here to give his guys the lead with 3 men aboard. Just a touch inside. Perhaps it's 2-1.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Now the 2-1. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
And he comes back to get him. So a great job pitching out of it with the bases loaded. Phillies leave them loaded. It's the Phillies nothing, Braves coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Nick Pivetta, the right-hander from Canada, will be the starting pitcher. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Into the box now, Ender Inciarte. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they started the season out on the wrong foot, dropping one on the road on opening day.
Yeah, Matty, they need to grab this one today. You don't want to drop the first 2 games of the season. I don't care if it's on the road. I know you're going to have to battle, play well at home. You can't afford to get on the team bus back to the hotel 0-2.
Now the 3-2 pitch. A bouncer up the middle. And that's through for a hit. So here in the first inning, the leadoff man's aboard to kick things off.
I know this guy isn't known for his hitting prowess, but that's a nice job right there. Getting a single on a 3-2 pitch in the middle of the zone. Grab your glove and flash some leather.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Nick Markakis. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The 1-1 home. Swinging a soft liner. There's one. On to first, and they get them both. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
Matty, you focus on this lineup. The middle of the order jumps out at you because of the big power. But my focus today is on the table setters. The guys that set the tone. They have to be willing to work the count and find ways to get on base and create a little bit of havoc on the defense.
Coming to the plate now, Freddie Freeman. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
2 balls and a strike to Freeman.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
Back up the middle. Hernandez has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Braves go down without a whimper here. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Jorge Alfaro, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Two balls and two strikes now. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Albies will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone.
All right, the Atlanta Braves attack you on defense this way. And how fortunate are we that we get to watch the Gold Glover play some center field today. He's on every highlight reel on the regular, making huge plays for his defense, saving runs, throwing guys out at the plate, diving in the gap with his hair on fire. This one should be fun.
Coming to the plate now, J.P. Crawford. The 1-1. Taken, strike two. And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of weighs. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question.
Air ball down the left field line. Should be at least a double. And he is in at second base with a one-out double.
Let's slow this one down and take another look. Great camera angle here, looking straight down the left field line. You see him take that inside route to the ball. His hands stay back, and he goes oppo to find himself at second.
Into the box now, Nick Pivetta. Up high, 2-1 now.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
The 2-1 home. Swung on and missed for strike number two.
I think he just subscribed to the swing hard in case you hit it philosophy of hitting. As a pitcher, why not? Better than standing up there like you've never held a bat before.
Here now the 2-2. He stays alive, still 2-2. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Now, I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at-bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
Ready for another chance. Odubel Herrera, runner in scoring position with two gone. No score here as we play inning number 2. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Popped him up. Santana waits on it. Makes the play, one away.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And let's focus on third base with Maikel Franco. I think what gets lost in the shuffle, we get it. Offensive force. But he doesn't get enough credit for the way he handles the hot corner. The ability to pick it backhand and come up firing.
In now, Ozzie Albies, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. The 1-1. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Locks him up for strike 3.
Batting sixth, left fielder.
Digging in, Lane Adams. The 3-1 pitch. 3-2 now. Now the 3-2 pitch. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
And the next in is Johan Camargo. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's game. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And a fastball just a bit up. Adams, the runner at first with 2 gone. Trying to shave that outside corner with the fastball, and he missed it. It's 3-1 now. The 3-1 pitch. It's a swinging bunt up the line. Foul ball, strike 2.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Sent on the ground out to second. He's right there. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Braves strand 1. Will move to the 3rd with no score. Digging in to try it again, Cesar Hernandez. A base hit in his first trip. A little low. It's 2-2.
Playing 2-2.
The 2-2. And he makes good contact there, but this is going to find the stands foul down the right field line. Here's another 2-2. Soft liner towards center, and that's in for a base hit, his second in as many trips to the plate. So the Phillies get a man on to start out the inning.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder tough, and was able to stay inside that ball for a soft liner in the center field.
So striding in, Rhys Hoskins. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the 1-1. Curveball that time, not even close.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
To 2-2 now. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
Stepping in now, Carlos Santana. And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1. Maikel Franco is on deck. The 3-1. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Gone! So it's a 2-run shot to right center. First home run of the campaign for him as the Phillies have taken a 2-0 lead.
Well, when it left its bat, I didn't think it had the height to even clear the fence. Shows you how much I know. That thing was a laser shot that just kept going and going and going. Wow, that was impressive.
Into the box, Maikel Franco. Fastball runs in tight here, and it's 2-1.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Franco ahead with a 3-1 count now.
3 balls, 1 strike.
The 3-1. Finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2.
3-2.
This is line to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Up next will be Nick Williams. And it's fouled away. The 2-2. He pulls this one into right. Markakis is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. But the fighting strike for a pair, both coming on this 2-run home run. We play 2.5. It's now 2-0 Philly. Matt Vasgersian, Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, the former #1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson, the first to bat here in the inning. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Down the third baseline. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting ninth, pitcher Julio Teheran.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Julio Teheran. Bases are empty, 1 man out. One and 2 now to the Braves pitcher. The 1-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
Standing in now, Ender Inciarte. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Down in order go the Braves. They're still down. It's 2-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jorge Alfaro. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2. Hit hard down the line. Camargo picks it up cleanly. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
Striding in once again, J.P. Crawford. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Now the now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out.
Well, you know, he had a good idea right there. The infield was playing back, but it's not going to work out for him this time. That's a nice play to react, and they take care of him at first.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nick Pivetta. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The 1-1 is in there for the second strike.
Playing 12, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. High and deep down the left field line. Adams is after it, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. We'll see Nick Markakis when we come back. It's the Phillies 2 and the Braves nothing. Leading off the inning, Nick Markakis, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Popped him up. In there, a base hit.
Hey, they're not all beautiful. They don't all have to be. Just throwing a lawn dart over the third baseman's head right there. Beautiful piece.
In now, Freddie Freeman. Pulled toward right center field. Herrera on the run. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher, Tyler Flowers.
And now the Atlanta number 4 hitter, Tyler Flowers. He popped out in his first trip. Swing and a liner, and that is down as that could be 2 bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that 2-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. And he looks at one that misses, ball 4, so that'll load him up, but at least the double play is in order here with one away.
Now batting, left fielder, Lane Adams.
Ready now, Lane Adams, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Markakis, the runner at third. Flowers at second. Albies at first, one gone. Looks at a curveball called for a strike.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. 1 run is scored. And the throw in gets away from him, as he arrives at second without a play, as we're now tied after a pair of runs scored on the play.
Third baseman.
Hey, after being down by 2, getting into the middle of this one, that's a huge base hit right there, D-Row. Big 2 RBI knock.
Yeah, down by 2 right there, able to come through for the team, and we probably got an exciting finish on our hands.
Set to deliver on 3-0. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
And things are not looking good here in the 4th inning. That's the second walk of the frame. Good time for the catcher to go out to the mound and have a chat with this guy to give him a little breather.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way to third. There is Franco. Throw to second will be in time, but the run's going to come in and score. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
Looked like that might be an inning-ending double play off the bat, but that was some great hustle to beat the throw at first. Keeps the inning alive, and more importantly, he gets an RBI because of it.
Now at the plate, Julio Teheran. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from him on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
So 1-1. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and a couple of men left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Braves on top, 3-2. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Odubel Herrera. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're trying to put a starter away. Make him work his tail off, throw a lot of pitches, and get on base any way that you can. A big inning at this point of the game, and he's probably gone.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. Steal! He's running. One-two pitch is a slider that misses 2-2.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Now the 3-2 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. He'll try it again, 3-2. Oh, it's hit to third. 5. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first out of the inning.
Wow, this manager must be pulling his hair out. Not only does he have to deal with this pitcher walking people, now he's got to deal with his defense tripping all over themselves.
Digging in once again, Rhys Hoskins. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. The 1-1 home. Hit hard towards the hole. And that is through into left field. A base hit. Throw comes into third now, so they're at the corners here with only 1 out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Carlos Santana.
So stepping in, Carlos Santana, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third.
Yeah, Matt, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scraper in this last one.
And this will be a base hit as the runner will come in to score from third, and we are tied at 3 apiece.
Hey, with that base hit right there, D-Row, that's his 3rd RBI and ties things up.
Yeah, 100%. He's had a great approach all game. Tied the ball game up with his 3rd RBI knock, and he's looking for more.
Stepping in now, Maikel Franco. And there's ball 2 now.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Here's the 2-1. Way in front of that fastball. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And a fastball just a bit high.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
The 3-2 pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center.
Chasing after it is Inciarte.
And that's the 2nd out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
The right fielder, number 5, Nick Williams.
Up next will be Nick Williams. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Hoskins on second. Santana at first. 2 out in the inning. Soft liner to the right side. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Phillies will have to be content with just the 1. Home half of the 5th coming up, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Here's Ender Inciarte. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. Herrera moving in, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The right fielder, number 22, Nick Markakis.
Digging in, Nick Markakis. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Scorched to third. On to first, and Markakis is retired, 2 away.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. 3 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error on the Atlanta line score.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Another full count offering on its way. A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. And he fouls this one off. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1. Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. And the 2-1. Hit hard on the ground to the right. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
How about it? Second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Stepping in for the Braves, Ozzie Albies comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Freeman over at second. Flowers on at first with 2 down. That's lifted the other way out to left. Hoskins waits on it. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. 2 left for Atlanta. 5 innings complete, all tied 3-3. Digging in to try it again, Jorge Alfaro. 0 for 2 with a fly ball and a ground out on his line to this point. 3-2 pitch. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Ready once again, J.P. Crawford. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. 1-1. Here it is. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
And this is a case of a pitcher letting his frustrations get the best of him. He feels like he gets robbed on the previous pitch, and he just rears back and really let it go on the next pitch, but it got away from him in a big way.
Here comes the Braves manager out as he'll take that slow walk toward the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll leave with a couple of runners aboard that are his responsibility, meaning he'd be happy to get out of here with a no decision.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Braves, number 36, Aaron Blair.
Aaron Altair will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Aaron Altair.
A 3-1 count to the Phillies left fielder.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. High and deep to straightaway right. Back goes Markakis. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him, and it's now 6-3.
Boy, talk about how an inning can get away from you, right? 3-run homer already in this inning. They've yet to give up an out, and this could turn out to be one of those really ugly innings.
Into the box, Odubel Herrera. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul for the second strike. The 1-2. Back up the middle. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line up to drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Into the box now, Cesar Hernandez. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Three runs already home here. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike.
One ball has already left the yard, and the big boys haven't even come up again. Get the fireworks ready.
Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Carlos Santana will stride in for the first. We take you back to the third as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. The 1-1 home is taken for strike 2. Pereira leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think that's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
The 2-2. Count remains 2-2. Now look out as that pitch sends him tumbling to the ground.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Bounced weakly near the plate. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. But the Phillies use the long ball here, and they get 3 on this 3-run home run. On to the bottom of the 6th. It's the Phillies 6 and the Braves 3. Jared Eichhoff will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far.
Jared Eichhoff.
Ready for another chance? Lane Adams. He'll start things out against Jared Eichhoff as this inning gets underway. The 3-1. And this is fouled at the plate. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner, and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
And the next in is Johan Camargo. Career line against Jared Eichhoff. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. A ground ball to third, and they could get 2. To second for 1. On to first to complete the double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
In now, Dansby Swanson. Got him swinging in the dirt. And that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half of the inning. 7th inning coming up. It's the Phillies 6 and the Braves 3. Back here at SunTrust Park, it's on to the 7th inning now with the Phillies out in front, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Striding in once again, Maikel Franco. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. Nick Williams will be next. Full count still.
When you know a guy has a great changeup on the mound, you got to be willing to give up pull side of the plate from time to time. It just looked like his timing was a smidge off.
Drilled on the ground is short. Backhanded. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
Up next will be Nick Williams. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. 6 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
12, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two balls, 2 strikes to Nick Williams. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Jorge Alfaro is on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. Lined hard to the left side, but foul.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
On the move is Markakis. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
Now batting, catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
Digging in once again, Jorge Alfaro. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. 2 out, nobody on. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So the top of the 7th isn't over yet after the 2-out base hit.
Hey, I can't imagine that's the pitch he was looking for right there. But he did his best to keep his nose in there and drive that changeup for a base hit.
Stepping in now, J.P. Crawford. And, whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4 according to Woody Keller.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Tommy Joseph will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here.
Tommy Joseph.
There's a strike as he gets this one over. It's 3-1 now.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove it one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Alfaro at second, Crawford at first, 2 out in the inning. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. And that is off the wall in right field. The runner from first crosses the plate. It's an 8-3 ball game.
Heck of a job by the batter right there. You would have thought he bought himself a fastball, but gets an off-speed pitch, doesn't try to do too much, and drives it for a base hit.
Into the box, Odubel Herrera. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Inciarte's there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. Philadelphia is on top 8-3. Adam Morgan gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh.
Adam Morgan.
Kurt Suzuki is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the seventh. Missed with a slider. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
Hit back toward the mound. Hernandez ranges to his right. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first. Not particularly graceful there, and as a result, he'll be slapped with an E4 on the play. Here's Ender Inciarte, the head-to-head with Adam Morgan. 7 hits in 14 tries. Now the 1-1 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Coming in is Hoskins, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Hey, there's a base hit right there. Now they have a couple of runners on with less than 2 outs, but they're down by so much in this game that hopefully maybe they can get something started here in this inning.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. I played the game a long time. I've never seen a big league hitter giving that bat away. You chip away and fight until that 27th out is made.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
The next 1-2 pitch. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Well, at the plate, he kind of got bailed out on that previous pitch. I think it should have been a strike. Then he goes down looking, and you really can't feel too sorry for him. Not a lot of protecting with 2 strikes there.
Standing in now, Freddie Freeman. And he misses with that one. Ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now with still only 1 away.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. The head-to-head with Adam Morgan. He's just 2 for 9. And it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And this is a great example of what happens when you can't find the strike zone. The first walk of the inning looked harmless enough, but this one brings a runner home. Self-inflicted wounds are always the hardest to swallow.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
Inciarte at third, Freeman on second. Flowers is over at first with 1 away. A dangerous changeup left high, but called for a strike. 3-2 with the bases loaded. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Now batting, left fielder,
Luis Garcia takes the mound now, and it appears he's being brought in to face the right-handed batter who waits next.
Well, I think this is a smart move, guys. He's pretty well known that he's less of a threat from the left side of the plate, so this could prove to be a good job of playing the matchups.
Lane Adams will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only one out now. Bases are loaded here, one man out. This is skied into short left center. Hoskins waits on it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. Now the relay home, and he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with the sac fly.
Johan Camargo.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Johan Camargo. Matchup numbers with Luis Garcia. He's 2 for 3. The 1-1 home. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The 1-2. Grounded up the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Another one sent foul. Another 1-2. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate.
6 fouls in a row. This is turning into one of those epic at-bats. Who's going to blink first? Is the pitcher going to continue to attack the zone, or is the hitter going to come outside it?
And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to see if he would swing way outside the zone.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Hard hit ball to second. Throw is in time, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as the side is retired. So 3 runs on just 1 base hit, 1 Philly error, and a couple of men left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Phillies lead it 8-6. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Grant Dayton will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Charlie Culberson will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 16.
Ready for another shot now, Cesar Hernandez. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. The 1-1 home. Weak grounder back to the mound. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
Now batting.
Hey, I can only take you inside the mind of the batter right here. Had a lot of swinging bunts in my day. Soon as that ball hits the dirt in front of you, you are getting it down the first baseline. When you smell a knock, I don't care what it looks like, you are getting it down the line.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. And he wouldn't have made contact with that one with an or. It's 2-2. A runner at first with no outs here. Still even at 2-2.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
Ball.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. A payoff pitch one more time. Swing and a line drive. But this is going to get foul. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Hernandez rounds third and is digging for the plate. He will score as they push their lead to 3 now.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
In now, Carlos Santana. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. And that's in there. Base hit. The throw into second. But he'll get in there with an RBI double.
Now batting, third baseman, Michael Franco.
Stepping into the box, Michael Franco. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He stays alive, still 2-2. Another 2-2 offering. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Markakis has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
The right fielder, number 5, Nick Williams.
Into the box, Nick Williams. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Tonight.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Into the box now, Jorge Alfaro. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Santana at second with 2 down. Alfaro in front, 3 balls and a strike.
Here's the game within the game. You have a better matchup on deck. You got a 3-1 count in this situation. Don't be afraid to put him on base and attack the next guy.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Well, some might say a walk there is okay because you've got first base open, but he's been struggling out there. And if you're going to work around hitters, you don't want to work around hitters in the bottom of the lineup.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. He's 1 for 2 in this one. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. Pretty forceful about it, too. And the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Phillies 10 and the Braves 6. Now to the plate, Dansby Swanson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Although it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And a slider. Oh, got a favorable call on that one, as that's the first out of the inning. Sometimes we use the phrase runs coming at a premium, but it's fair to say that none of us will be saying that tonight as we check out our line score. Neither pitching staff has really even showed up. The next to bat for Atlanta, Charlie Culberson. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Right down Main Street, caught him looking.
Wow, talk about mowing him down. How about 2 strikeouts on 6 pitches? He isn't messing around, and these last 2 batters have had no answer for what he's throwing up there.
Here's Ender Inciarte, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Soft liner toward short, and 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Braves are set down 1-2-3 as the lead holds at 10-6. Rex Brothers enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Cameron Rupp will try to get his club a little 9th inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. Two balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Here now the 2-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Swanson scoops it up. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, the center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. His career history against Rex Brothers, he's 1 for 2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Adams moves over, 2 down.
Up next for Philadelphia, second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Rhys Hoskins would be next. Count remains full. Hit hard on the ground to third. Culberson is up with it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia as the lead holds at 10-6.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Phillies, number 75, Francisco Rodriguez.
Striding in to start the ninth, Nick Markakis, and they'll need him to get something going here. The 1-2. Very weakly on the ground, but he gets fouled.
I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back-to-back. I don't think there'll be a third.
He pulls this one into right, into a slide, and he makes a great catch for the first down.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Into the box now, Freddie Freeman. No hits to this point. 1 out, nobody on. And here is strike 3 called on the fastball. Looked to be about eye level, but it's out number 2 instead.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Stepping in now, Tyler Flowers. Hit back toward the mound. That's through a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game.
That's the cat and mouse of the game right there. You find yourself count leverage, you think you're getting a heater, he throws an off-speed pitch and you're still able to execute, that fires me up right there.
Final strike for the Braves. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Fouled away. Payoff pitch one more time. Fouled off. Another full count pitch on its way. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. And he takes ball 4 again. And they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
Man, as a pitcher, I can tell you that is so frustrating. He's got 2 outs, and he wants to get that 3rd out as quickly and painlessly as possible, but that hitter makes him work his tail off, and he still loses him.
Hector Neris takes over on the mound now as he'll try to get the final out of the ball game here and pick up a save. Stepping in for the Braves, Lane Adams. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, he didn't even break a sweat in this one. 3 pitches, he gets the out, and heads to the clubhouse to celebrate. Can't do much better than that.
10-6, the final score in this game. The Philadelphia Phillies rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Nick Pivetta earns his first win of the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 10 runs on 14 hits, 2 errors. They left 10 men on base. For Atlanta, 6 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 9 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 59 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of SunTrust Parks, we'd like to thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely.